Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. My name is Martina and this is the secret craft room. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made this spiderweb wall decor piece totally from scratch. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like my content, and without further ado, let's get into the video. I made a simple template using Photoshop and then I printed it and cut it out. Then I cut it out from thick cardboard. You need a total of 3 different pieces, 2 for the frame and then the smaller oval. Then I glued the 2 frame pieces together using hot glue. Next I cut out thin strips of thinner cardboard and glued it to the edges of the frame. Then I added a thin layer of air dry clay to the front of the frame. I like to use PVA glue to help the clay stick. I'm using water to help smooth out the clay. Then I used one of my border molds to create a border and added that to the frame. Next I used the cardboard oval to mark out where I want the embroidery to be placed. You need at least a couple of centimeters of fabric on each side of the oval. I chose black felt fabric for mine, but you can use any fabric or color you want. Then I drew a spider web using the template as a reference. Then I used silver metallic embroidery floss to create the spiderweb. I divided the embroidery floss and only used one single strand to make the lines as thin as possible. The stitch I am using is called stem stitch, and I used it simply because it's one of the few embroidery stitches I know. Once I was happy with the spider web, I added some small round beads to mimic water droplets. I also decided to use these super tiny crystals. I glued them to the spiderweb using PVA glue. Next I glued it to the cardboard piece. Then I cut off the excess fabric. I also cut slits in the fabric so it wouldn't create folds and wrinkles on the back. Then I glued it to the back of the cardboard piece. Next I painted the frame with black acrylic paint. I like to mix in a little bit of matte Mod Podge in the paint, at least for the first layer, to create sort of a primer. I find that it holds up better this way. I added 2 coats of black. Then I dry brushed the whole piece with silver paint. Dry brushing means that you wipe off most of the paint on your brush so that it's almost dry before painting. This is a great way to highlight details or make things look a bit old and worn. Once the paint was completely dry, I glued the embroidery piece in place. Then I glued a piece of black felt to the back and then I cut off the excess fabric. The last thing I did was to add a hanger at the back. Make sure that you add it to the upper part of the piece. I also added a little bit of super glue to make sure it was really secure. Please don't forget to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you watched this far, please leave a spiderweb emoji in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.